anxious when they're apart from their smartphones? Research shows that excessive smartphone use is linked to increased feelings of loneliness and depression. A study found that limiting social media time to just 30 minutes a day can drastically improve mood and reduce anxiety. Implementing digital detox breaks, like setting aside one day a week to unplug, helps reconnect with nature and loved ones. Now imagine how your mental health can transform by just reducing screen time.
Interventions can help address these barriers. There are between 10 and 20,000 mental health and wellness apps. For example, there are apps for coping skills and stress reduction, meditation and mindfulness, body image concerns, depression, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, insomnia, and more. Some apps are used to monitor symptoms, and others are used to teach you skills. There are apps that you can use on your own in a self-help format, and there are other apps that might be used alongside a coach. There are some that even connect you with a therapist, so you can participate in teletherapy sessions. There are so many options, and that's why it is important that you find the app that addresses your specific concerns, and that you also find it to be engaging and user-friendly, and this will help you stay motivated to use it.
Survey in pre-screeners, 19 were false positives. Two parts to the problem in mental health. The first is the lack of available resources, mental health specialists, psychiatrists, psychologists. And then the other one is really there's a lot of disorganisation, a lot of systems compliance, a lot of administration to service the need. One of the key solutions is to put some organisation into the disorganisation. So for us it's about, how do we provide an efficient quality of service.
It often starts with the education piece, with the understanding, with having access to good resources in the first place. We talk a lot about it as a sort of a hybrid care model,
Eu vou fazer
giving
só da
patients
manhã,
the
né?
ability to access the
Porque
right
na
care
segunda,
at
tá?
the right time.
That's where our driver is to use digital health and also AI.
You can achieve better outcomes and you can achieve good assessments in a shorter period of time without compromising on quality. We owe it to the people who are reaching out to help to not just help with things like ADHD, but with those other comorbidities that we know are there that have a huge impact on overall well-being.
Is that in your digital life, and how old do you feel today as a result?
Well, I feel a different age every day, but I think that, what happens in the world of social media and mental health is that this is often a conversation that happens at the high school level. Maybe they bring me into universities, and they think that this is something exclusive to young people, and especially teenagers. And I'm just so glad that you've invited me here today, because people don't realize just how much of a factor this plays in everyone's social health. That includes even working adults, and yes, you know what, that includes aging members of our society as well as seniors, and especially folks who are retired. You see rising uses, maybe they were filling their time a different way before and now we're not. So it's very much like a prominent part of everyone's life. Maybe the network changes and maybe the use cases changes that you're on, but it's all around for sure.
Simply back to normal life, we're starting fresh, a life beyond. Let's make the new normal unconsciously improve. Brand new world starts with brand new us. And a brand new us starts with new awareness, new focus, new habits. But what's the first thing that we do when a brand new day has come? Check your phone, yourself, the mighty book at lifebeyond.org.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a subject that touches all of us: mental health and digital wellness. We live in a world where our phones, apps, and notifications are always on. But how does this affect our well-being, and what can we do to find balance? Let's explore. Mental health is just as important as physical health. It includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act every single day. But here's the challenge. The digital world we live in, social media, constant messaging, and endless scrolling, can sometimes harm our mental health. Too much screen time can lead to stress, anxiety, and even problems with sleep. This brings us to digital wellness. Digital wellness means using technology in a way that supports our health instead of harming it. It's about creating healthy boundaries with our devices, being mindful of how much time we spend online, and making sure technology works for us, not the other way around. It doesn't mean cutting off all digital tools. Instead, it's about balance, knowing when to engage and when to disconnect to recharge. Let's be real. Technology has both positives and negatives. On the positive side, apps can connect us to support groups, meditation tools, therapy sessions, and mental health resources we'd never have access to otherwise. But on the negative side, constant comparisons on social media, online bullying, or information overload can damage our self-esteem and increase anxiety. The key is recognizing these patterns and taking steps to protect our mental space. So how can we practice digital wellness in daily life? Here are a few simple tips. Set screen time limits to avoid endless scrolling. Turn off unnecessary notifications to reduce stress. Schedule digital detox moments, like no phones at dinner or before bed. Use tech for good. Apps for meditation, journaling, or exercise can improve your well-being. And most importantly, prioritize real human connections. Nothing replaces face-to-face interactions. In the end, mental health and digital wellness go hand in hand. Technology is a powerful tool, but it's up to us to use it wisely. By setting boundaries and being intentional, we can enjoy the benefits of the digital world without sacrificing our well-being. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little reminder about balance. Thanks for watching, and remember, take care of your mind, both online and offline.